No score after a period in Philadelphia with Del Cherry's little boy, Don.
Yes, and only 2 penalties, too. Pretty good.
Schick and Gregson doing a great job. Another funny period for Toronto, as Harry said, I thought.
Yeah. All right, I want to get to the little sports thing. I'll get it over. My dad was in the Sports Hall of Fame in Kingston. I'd like you to show it right now. I'm very, very proud of it. And probably be written in the paper for showing us tomorrow, but it's Coach's Corner, and that's what I want to do. Here I come. Ricky Smith there, my old teammate. Pretty good there. Yeah. What do you do? Oh, my son.
Restful out there, eh?
It's Christy, my niece, and everything. And an autographs as usual. And I was quite very, very proud of that. I'll tell you, Kingston, Ricky Smith too. Imagine Ricky Smith getting in the same time. There's a whole family.
Your brother Richard.
All right, there's my dad. 6'2", 234 pounds. There's my brother right there. Black belt in judo, by the way, played for Philly. He was Bobby Clark's first roommate. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. And he said,
no,
I am. Richard took Bobby out for a drink since we're talking, and Bobby was all excited. And he figured he was going to see what the nightlife was in Philadelphia. And Richard took him to a bar with a woman bartender and a German Shepherd behind the bar.
Oh.
And he bought him a beer, and he says, now, look, kid, you get your first check Friday. And he says, go out and buy yourself 2 sports coats, both dark, so you don't get ink on them or anything, and mix it up each day. And Bobby couldn't believe he took him back to the hotel. That was it. He just wanted to tell him how to spend the money. So I happen to know that story. What did you think of the game last night? It was the only game on TV at San Jose, Colorado.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Right to 6-1.
You know, it's a funny thing. I said I wasn't going to speak to the referees and anything, but 19 power plays. Koharski would say, there's one. And Fraser would say, ho-ho, wait till I get this. There's another one for you. Oh, yeah? 19 power plays. That means they played 2 periods on the power plays. But these guys tonight, they're doing a good job. I think after that game last night, I think somebody got to them. Maybe Brian Lewis got to them. See, this madness has got to stop.
19 was too many. The 1-0 Nolan was deserved, though, and it killed San Jose. What do you think of Daryl Sutter's decision to go with Steve Shields?
Well, it was a smart one, because Vernon's a little old now. He knew somehow coaches get a feel that this was going to be a gimme for Colorado. They knew they had to come out and win that one. Gives them a rest. They're traveling back and forth. Smart. Shields is good goalie. Don't put him down. I think it was 11-0. But Vernon will be ready for that next game.
But if they lose now, everybody's going to say, what's going on? You had the momentum.
They'll say it anyhow.
Oh, good. You want to comment on the 2 this afternoon, or you want to get into the Ottawa?
Well, Jaromir Jagr, got to say something, boy. That guy, you can't knock him. Comes back with a groin, ties her up, gets the winner. Not bad. Conroy, you introduced the right guy.
Yeah, Craig Conroy. Now, do you think St. Louis walks into Phoenix and it's a done deal, or do you think the Coyotes have a shot?
I'll tell Coyotes have a shot.
Well,
I guess they do have a shot. Imagine if Roenick was back there. I tell you, and Schoenfield, I feel so sorry for him because he's under the gun. He doesn't win. That's the way it goes. Somebody's got to pay for their mistakes.
All the papers in Phoenix are saying, cut this white stuff out. Their record's 4-5.
Yeah.
Grant says he sees the puck better, so
well,
whatever they're doing, it's not working.
It's the same thing in San Jose. When you have a loud crowd like that, it also gets up the visiting team like that. It works both ways somehow that way.
All right, we got about a good 90 seconds to 2 minutes, Ottawa.
All right, you know, I'm not here to bury Ottawa. I'm here to praise Pekka and Buffalo. They did a good job, you know. But I got called all year, and there was something like this. They say, Mr. Cherry or something. They go right into it again. Ottawa, they don't hit, they don't fight, they turn the other cheek, and they get 12 Europeans. Hockey, as you know it, if they do well in the playoffs, hockey, Canadian hockey, as you know it, is finished because you go for the hit and the bang and the tough guys and everything, and they've got 103 points. And he's right, 103 points in the regular season, but you cannot go into the playoffs. You cannot go into the playoffs without a tough guy or play it tough. You turn the other cheek in the playoffs, they'll give it a slap. But one thing before we go, I'd like to say something. I've seen guys rip before. Eric did when he was with Philly when they didn't win it. But Alexei Yashin, I've never seen a guy take abuse for one team being beat out like that. One guy said in the paper, I read it, he says, "C there should be not for captain, but a choker." That is unbelievable. To say things like that about a guy, a young captain like that, people of Ottawa should rally behind this kid. I've never seen anything like it since Philly did it to Eric. This guy is a good hockey player. He should hang tough.
Absolutely. What about the 2 goaltenders, Damian Rhodes and Ron Tugnut? That's a situation that...
Well, I don't know, boy. I've never seen it ever, and I'm not knocking Jack Martin. He had a tough one. Remember we said at the start, but I've never seen it ever successful when you don't go with one guy all the way, because he gets a feel. But I don't think that was it. They just didn't. Pekka was there. What a guy, that Pekka. And Yashin, Alex, you got to remember the media. You got to remember the media. They're either at your feet or they're at your throat. And they're at your throat right now, but you hang tough.
Maybe you'll have to change your shirts. I don't know. What would you suggest? Don Cherry, it makes sense. The Sens will make it on Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada.
Coach's Corner on CBC. Brought to you by your Alliance Tire Professionals.